Another crazy situation with Mike was this. And this is how I also knew y'all was so super close, bro. The Vegas thing, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
That was crazy.
You called me.
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
crazy.
I couldn't believe it.
I didn't believe it. I didn't believe. So yeah, so we it's preseason. We know we're not playing the last game, so we fly down to the fight, to the Floyd fight, Floyd and McGregor fight. You know what I'm saying? On some last minute stuff, whatever. So we get down there. We took a PJ down there and from Oakland, and Mike B ain't got no ID on him.
Yeah.
So you know, we taking a PJ, so they Googled him like, oh, okay, whatever. We get down there, he ain't got no ID to check into the hotel, Google him, cool, let him in, get him a room, whatever, right? So whole time he ain't got no ID on him. So we you know, we end up getting some tickets late or whatever. We end up going to the fight. Then we like, man, we seen Draymond and PG, Paul George, hollering at them, you know, at the fight or whatever. And then they was like, man, y'all going out? Mike B don't go out like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? He not a clubber like that. Like, bro, we in Vegas. We here for one night because we flying out the next morning. Right. Step right back on the jet to get out. Like, man, let's step out for a second. You know what I'm saying?
I was excited when you were telling me that because PG called you Cliff.
Yeah, he called me. Yeah.
I'm like,
I ain't gonna front. That was kind of cool because we ain't had no relationship like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then Draymond, he know me through Frank Clark because they went to school together. You know what I'm saying? So we leaving the fight, like, hey man, just come through, man. We got a table at said place. We like, we ain't got no table. He's like, man, come on, y'all good. Come with us or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Take their number down, whatever. So we heading to Dre's or whatever. Go to the club, bruh. And you know, we getting in line or whatever. We like, man, we ain't got no table. Draymond and them said they was pulling up, but they wasn't there, so we was walking out. But when we walking into the casino, I remember Mike B like, damn, my phone just died. His phone was always dead. And like, damn, my phone just died. So he put his phone in his pocket or whatever, and it'll come back around why I said that. Right. So we walking back. We about to walk back out, and Draymond's like, man, where y'all going? Like, come on, bro. So we go get in line. Dumb line, like, but you know, VIP or whatever. Right. Mind you, he ain't got no ID. So I'm like, we in line. Diddy, Chris Brown, I mean, everybody up there. They just carded Diddy, bro. They just carded Chris Brown. They just carded Jamie Foxx, bro. You ain't got no ID, bro. Like, I know you. We know who they are.
I know you A-list.
Yeah, I know. Cause we walk on the red carpet. Rewind. We walk on the red carpet to go into the fight. People coming up to him like, hey, bro, because you know he was protesting at the time and stuff, right? Hey, Mike, Jamie Foxx doing selfies and all this. So I'm like, oh, you official?
You
but these people don't care about none of that. They just carded all them boys we was talking about earlier, right? So we get the GM or whatever. It's like, hey man, he ain't got no card. Draymond called him or somebody called him like, hey, he ain't got no credit card. He ain't got no ID. You know what I mean? What can we do or whatever? He's like, all right, come with me. So this is when me and him get separated. So it's crowded in there, right? And you know, we got a little security or whatever. It's crowded in there. Then a fight break out. Some girls start fighting, like probably like 10 feet away from us. They going at it. Then somebody out the crowd said, he got a gun. Nah, everybody hit the floor. Well, everybody starts scattering actually. Yeah. Everybody starts scattering. A couple people hit the floor or whatever. Bro, I kid you not. Within probably like 45 seconds, it felt like SWAT ran up in there. So to me, I'm thinking about Vegas. I'm thinking about all the guys that done took an L in Vegas. I'm like, oh, this is a setup. Like, ain't no way police supposed to be here that fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they run up. I'm talking about swatted up, ARs, everything, right? Masked up and everything. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So you know, people running and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I fall to the floor and I see Mike out of the corner of my eye behind like a slot machine or whatever. Then I look back and I see Draymond and all them boys. Then I look back to see where Mike at. He gone. Like I don't know if he took off running, whatever. Yeah. So they, I guess, we get separated. I'm looking for him, calling him, phone dead, right? I'm blowing him up, like, bro, where you at? You good? You know what I mean? Making sure, cause I mean, it was so many damn police out there, right? Phone dead, right? He called after I done walked around for about an hour, trying to like just see if I bump into him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He called me probably like an hour and a half later. Like, bro, you won't even believe what happened. I'm like, what you talking about, man? He's like, bro, like, come to the room. I'm like, bro, like, you straight? Like, what's the word? He's like, man, I just got into it with the police. Man, stop playing, bro. Stop playing, because again, he's protesting about the. So I'm like, bro, relax. I don't take him serious. So when I get back to the hotel, I go to the casino. I'm trying to play some blackjack because I ain't get the club. So I'm like,
I gotta go see money or
something. You know what I'm saying? He hit me up like, bro, where you at? I'm like, I was just about to sit down. What's up? He's like, man, come up here, like for real, like, bro. I walk up to the boy room, bro. He opened the door, shirt ripped up, knuckles bleeding, chain broke. I'm like, oh, they really messed you up.
They get your ass.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, they really get. And he was like, bro, like for real. So we kind of talked through it. Like he was distraught. He's like, bro, they pulled a pistol out on me, had a pistol to the back of his head and everything. But like me knowing Mike, he exaggerates a lot too. So I'm like, okay, maybe they didn't pull the pistol, put it in the back of your head. They probably did pull the pistol out, you know what I'm saying? But he was so distraught. I'm like, this is crazy. So he's like, man, I'm about to put a statement out on Instagram. Woo, woo. I'm like, no, chill out. You mad right now, chill out, bro. Because first off, you don't want your wife to find out this is what happened via Instagram without you even calling her or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like get your bearings. We talked to Marshawn. We sat there and talked for like 3 or 4 hours. Marshawn and a couple other folks or whatever, right? Then the videos come out.
On TMZ and all that stuff.
Bruh, police, shut the fuck up. Pistol to the back of his head. So my guy, me knowing Mike B, like, he can go 0 to 100 real quick, but he had just ate an edible. So he was chill. And I'm like, and he was like I could tell that wasn't like, if it was a normal situation, like he probably would have spazzed out and probably would have got shot, to be honest with you.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So thank God, you know, it played out the way it played out, unfortunately, but it played out the way it played out. But yeah, dog, we've been through it, dog. Like I ain't never seen him so spooked. But dog, to have a gun, like, felt it to the back of his head, bro. And then this is how you get out of the situation. They done threw him into a car, you know, talking about something. He was running, he looked like the suspect, whatever he looked like, looked like the suspect. And then one of like the sergeants or somebody walked by. Mind you, he ain't got no ID.
Oh, so you was telling them I don't got no ID.
But you know, when they arrest you, they looking for ID, you know what I'm saying? And one of like the sergeant or somebody walked by, is like, that's Mr. Bennett, let him go. And that's how he got out of the situation. But he would have been all kinds of messed up if he would have went down to that station, you know what I'm saying?
So it was a cop that walked by and said that's Michael Bennett?
Just a random cop that walked by and was like, that's Michael Bennett or whatever, and let him go. But like but this is after they done stole off on him and beat him up and everything and threw him into the car. So yeah, my dog, like I done been through some real life stuff with that boy, man.
That's crazy, bro. Golly.
That was a long story, but yeah, that was a crazy night for real. Yeah. It went from being VIP to, damn, they almost knocked my dog off, bro. It's crazy.